one of the questions that somebody asked is how other people tell you not to really focus on your, SP or your third party. And that's exactly, so what I mean is like, when I was manifesting in my specific SP, one of the things I did was I affirmed what he was thinking. Okay. I affirmed, I was like, you can't live without me. You think about me all the time. You can't wait to see me. I talked to him and I affirmed him to think and feel a certain way. And there are some other, it's causing confusion in the law of assumption Neville Goddard community, because they're like, don't focus on, the third party, or don't focus on, affirming for the SP. When I'm like, no, absolutely do that. I'll get more into it into one of the other videos, but our thoughts, we are all energy, we're all connected. Your subconscious is connected to your SP subconscious. I manifested him dreaming about me. Okay? I manifested certain thoughts in his head. And when I say I manifested that, I mean when I manifested, our relationship back in, he would quote back to me my affirmations about what he was thinking verbatim. Okay, so absolutely manifest your SP to think about you a certain way. Manifest your SP to think about the third party a certain way. I absolutely did that. I manifested the third party out by telling and manifesting and affirming that my SP couldn't stand the third party. That my SP couldn't wait for, to get away from them, was very annoyed with them. Was starting to see that there was nothing really special about them and that they were missing me. I absolutely did that. And I manifested that third party out in 2 weeks. Okay? Your subconscious and your thoughts directed at somebody else's subconscious, you have the ability to manifest certain thought patterns in your SP's life. So do it. Okay? If you want them to think of you and only you, tell them you think of me and only me. Okay? Talk to them though. Their subconscious is picking up on your subconscious. Their subconscious is picking up on the energy that you are creating. Absolutely do it. You don't have to really, talk to the SP. You can't, not the SP, the 3P. You don't have to, but you can. I didn't. I solely focused on my SP and his thoughts and his wants and his desires. I manifested all of that. Okay, yes, I focused on my self-concept and I cleaned up my stuff too. I hit it from both ends and it happened really quickly, okay? But that's going to be how you manifest out a third party. All right, but even if there is no third party, you can manifest your SP dreaming about you, thinking about you, wondering what you're up to, wanting to hear your voice, wanting to see your face, wanting to spend time with you, wanting you and only having eyes for you. You are their ideal in every way. You can manifest that. And I would take it, and you might be thinking that way in terms of, let's say your SP's name is Jack, okay? And you're not talking to Jack, though. You're just talking about Jack in general. So the way you are affirming, you're saying, oh, Jack wants nobody but me. Jack only has eyes for me. I took it a step further. I talked to Jack. Okay, I talked to Jack. I told Jack, you only think about me. You dream about me all the time, Jack. Okay, I talked to him because his subconscious, all right, your Jack's subconscious, your SP subconscious is connected to yours, especially when you direct it at him. Otherwise, you're just kind of saying it, kind of in general, right? Not to say that it won't manifest in, but if you want contact and connection with your SP, one of the first things you have to do is cause them to want to contact you. How do you do that? By making them think about you, okay? Little things that happen that remind them of you. That was another thing. My SP is reminded of things every day. Every day he gets triggered and thinks about me. Every day he hears a song that reminds him of me, and it worked. All right. And my SP, and the reason why I know it worked is because my SP told me that it did. Okay. Everything, He told me that he was dreaming about me. He'd had dreams about me, that, you know, he'd be out and about with friends and, you know, a song that reminded him of me would come on. Okay. Things, when it came to removing the third party, the exact same things that I affirmed that he would think and feel about the third party, he told me. Now, he doesn't know about any of this. You know, I did tell him later on in the game, I was like, yeah, I created that. I manifested that. And he actually thanked me, right? But he didn't know exactly what I did. I didn't tell him, you know, oh yeah, I affirmed that you dream about me. I didn't tell him that, okay? That's what he told me though, because that was what I was creating. That's the experience I was creating for him, okay? So absolutely, you guys, focus on telling your SP that they're thinking about you. Tell them what they're thinking, tell them what they're feeling, tell them what they're wanting from you, tell them what they are experiencing when you're not around. Okay? All right.